I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Smith on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
There's Breeze. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees, his second touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Returnable here for Davis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, here's Smith. It's brought in by Dodson. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there, Smith to Dodson. 44 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going.
2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, with the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And it's caught off the deflection. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hill shedding the tackle. On target over the middle to Hill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When we watch Drew Brees practice, the thing that always strikes us is after every throw he makes, he continues to go through his progressions. You know, so he gets that muscle memory. Okay, in a game, if I don't have this throw I just made, I might have this one, I might have that one. It's amazing. One of the reasons he's come out so hot today, he's already seen it happen.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now, Breeze again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Here's Harris to return it. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. And here come the Redskins now. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a run with Geis. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. We have hit halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Returnable here for Davis. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath. Settle down.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And this is caught at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the... And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Here's Harris to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit low. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Breeze. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today. Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
He's going to loft one, deep left side. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards.
Not only was it a double move route, it was the dreaded post corner for any defensive back because you think that he's going all the way to the post in a deep route, and then he breaks it off to the corner. That's hard to flip your hips and get there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Here's Harris to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Demario Davis. There on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
We got three. Ready. Yellow lady.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, Don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Ready.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On 1st down, it's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here's Breeze to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Everyone's ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
A gain of 32 that time.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the time they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out. That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Bree's going to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. Now he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Dodson with a grab over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
One last throw here for Smith. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just...
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is... From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alec Ogletree in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kareem Martin in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. In his own end zone, it's Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there, Manning to Shepard, and even 40 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. On play action, now Manning. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy,